What's going on? It's your man Diamond K in here, the Diamond K Show, of course, on firetelevision.com. Now, in response to the Texas abortion ban, California Governor Newsom has called for similar restrictions on assault weapons. I predicted that this was going to happen. I just did not know what Democrat was going to step forward and attempt to make this happen. So after the Supreme Court declined to block a Texas state law that bans most abortions in Texas, Gavin Newsom, governor of California, said that he is going to push for a new California law that deters the manufacture and sale of assault rifles in California. Now, he is, of course, citing this, Texas abortion ban. He's citing many of the foundational pieces of that law. So over the weekend, the governor said that he was outraged by the court's failure in a decision Friday to enforce longstanding constitutional protections in favor of abortion rights. So I guess the problem that is going to be here is this is in response to that. So because he's outraged by this, I mean, I think that all of this is an overreach on the Republican side, on the Democrat side. And but according to Gavin Newsom, by not striking down the Texas anti-abortion law, which this law relies on private citizens for enforcement. So Newsom argued that the court has endorsed states' ability to create similar legal mechanisms. And these mechanisms are going to be used to safeguard laws from federal court review. So I don't know if the Supreme Court realizes it, but they are taking power from the federal government and giving it to the states with their, failure to block this Texas law. And this is going to lead to them, quote unquote, going after your guns. And of course, they're going to say, you can still own a gun. And they're going to say, we're not going after abortion. You can still get an abortion just after a certain time period. I mean, it's going to go back and forth, and you're going to just as you're going to see other red states follow the way that Texas is with this abortion, you're going to see some blue states follow the way of this Gavin Newsom recommendation at this point, because it's not a law; it's just a recommendation. So Newsom referred to this a recent court decision that overturned the state's ban on assault rifles, in which the judge compared the weapons to a Swiss Army knife. If states can now shield their laws from review by the federal courts that compare assault weapons to Swiss Army knives, then California would use that authority to protect people's lives, where Texas used it to put women in harm's way. Now, defenders of the pro-life stance would say that they are protecting lives as well. They're going to say that they're protecting lives as well. And this is an interesting, case study here. So you have people that are pro-life and you have people that are pro-choice. So the pro-lifers say that they are protecting lives of the unborn. And pro-choice people, you can hear in Gavin Newsom's scenario is saying that they are they're protecting women, right? So it's an interesting, explanation. The Texas Heartbeat Act, also known as Senate Bill 8, declares that it is illegal to perform an abortion after 6 weeks of pregnancy, but gives the state no direct role in enforcing that ban. And this is one of the things that Governor Newsom is using in his recommendation to go after gun sellers and gun manufacturers. And so, because it does not give states any direct role in enforcing the ban, instead, it authorizes private lawsuits in state courts against doctors or clinic owners who violate its provisions. So you have that. And the Democrats, in a very rare, very rare display of fighting fire with fire, Gavin Newsom comes up with this. And I'm not surprised that it's happened. I'm just surprised that it's happening so soon. So this new California anti-gun effort, let's call it that, a new California anti-gun effort, that, according to Governor Newsom, is going to function the same way. Now, Newsom said that he was directing his staff to work with the state legislature and the attorney general on a new law that would allow private citizens to sue manufacturers or distributors of assault weapons, as well as ghost gun kits or parts. According to the LA Times, if the most efficient way to keep these devastating weapons off our streets is to add the threat of a private lawsuit, we should do just that, the governor said. Okay, these are big words. These are big words, okay? Right? I like what you're talking. I like that whole energy that you are putting forth, but let's hope that they're not just words. Now, Governor Newsom is following through on a threat. It's just been academic up until now. That's what they're saying. So the governor is pledging to pass a law restricting assault weapons through private litigation. Wow. Now, what's interesting about this is the kind of legal gambit that constitutional scholars have predicted. Like I said, this ain't a surprise, because the way the whole abortion ban unfolded, it was just a matter of time before somebody on the left said, oh, that's how y'all want to play? So we're going to take away something that you love, since you are taking away something that the left champions so much. Tit for tat. That's what I call it. Tit for tat. Now, what's going to happen with this? If this is successful and on the merits, how can it not be, right? How can it not be successful if the abortion ban in Texas went through under these merits, under these guidelines, under these provisions? Well, why isn't it going to work the same way? I don't know. This is going to be interesting. Now, no matter how this California law is written, I think the court's going to try to strike it down. You're going to have lobbyists coming all kind of ways. Now, on paper, this makes sense. Now, actually doing it, that's going to be different. That's going to be different. We have 6 justices, and it's looking more like 5 these days, who like gun rights and don't like abortion rights. Now, they like gun rights, don't like abortion rights. So are they going to be willing to disregard some precedent while, I just, so you have some precedent that may be disregarded and others that won't be, because like I said, you have these judges who like gun rights, don't like abortion rights. So while this is something that may rile up the left, I don't know how it's going to go if it actually gets to the Supreme Court. I have no doubt whatsoever that the Supreme Court will find some bizarre, disingenuous argument to distinguish gun rights from abortion rights. That's what I think. That's what's gonna happen. I don't doubt it. Now they're gonna come up with a law that is really good, and the Supreme Court is probably gonna shoot it down. This fight is going to continue, but it's going to be very interesting to watch it unfold. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok at The Diamond K Show. Of course, The Diamond K Show is an on fire television production. You can get our program on demand, the WRF Radio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, YouTube.com/DJ Diamond K. Of course, I will be back here tomorrow. On Fire Television is an advertiser-supported audio and video network. Get breaking news, podcasts, TV shows covering topics that are important to the culture. And I can't think of too many things that are more important than this fight that is gearing up: abortion, gun rights. Very interesting times that we live in.